everybody, welcome to this week's video. This week we are going to talk about books about fall because fall started on September 23rd. What was fall like? What's fall like wherever you are? Are there fall breezes? Is it sweater weather? Are you drinking hot chocolate and apple cider? Are the leaves changing color? Well, let me tell you, I live in North Texas and it is not like that here. The high on Monday for me was 98 degrees and I am so mad about it. I am wearing shorts right now, if that tells you anything. I'm so hot, but I am using all of my energy to try and channel fall weather to come to North Texas, and part of that involves reading books. So I am going to talk to you about some of my favorites. A few of them I have here, and then a couple of them I don't, but I'm going to tell you all about them anyway. But before we get started, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and slam the alert bell as well so that you can make sure that you get alerts every time that I upload a new video every week. Okay, so our first one is this one. It's called The Celebration of the Seasons. It's by Margaret Wise Brown. This is not just about fall, it is about, seasons throughout the year. It's a really good way to talk to your kids about season changes, how they exist, especially if you live in an area that maybe does not have seasons as much as other areas do. I'm not going to mention anywhere, but and one of the nice things about this book is it actually comes with a CD. So there are each of the poems is set to music, so you can always put the CD in with your kid and have them read along while the CD plays their songs. My favorite one is it's actually about winter, but it's called Cherry Tree. I think it's really sweet, and the illustrations are just beautiful. They're by several different award-winning illustrators, and they're just gorgeous. So definitely pick this one up. It's really good. Next is Leaf Jumpers by Carol Gerber. This one is also very cute. This one is also a poem, and it has a really sweet note at the end by the author. It talks about fall through a child's perspective, and all of the fun things that we can do during the autumn time. Again, the illustrations are very nice. They're very simplistic, but they are very fun to watch. One of the really cool things about this one is that it teaches what the different leaves of the different trees look like, what colors they turn into, and so that could be really fun. You could take it with your child on a nature walk if you live in a place with lots of different kinds of trees, and maybe collect leaves and help them identify what different trees the leaves came from. That could be really fun for you. Lots of different ways to use this book. The third one I'm going to talk about is this one. It's called In the Middle of Fall. It's by Kevin Hankes, I think is the way you say that name. And this one is very much like Leaf Jumpers, except it's not a poem. It talks about different things that you see through fall, throughout autumn. As the weather gets cooler, one of the nice things about this book is that it is so good for young readers, young children. Each page has like a maximum of 5 words, so it's really good for little kids that have a short attention span because they will flip those pages just as soon as you start to read them. So this is really, really good for younger readers. The last two I don't have copies of right now. The first one is called Goodbye Summer, Hello Autumn. It's by Kennard Pack. It's part of a series. He has other ones like Goodbye Autumn, Hello Winter, Goodbye Winter, Hello Spring, etc., etc. And the series is just really gorgeous. The illustrations are beautifully done, and it talks about the different things that help, it talks about the different things that a child can identify to see the changes between the two seasons talked about in the book. Definitely look this one up. You will not regret it. And the last book I'm going to talk about is one of my personal favorites. The only reason why I don't have it is because I could not find it right now. But it's called Applesauce Season. It's by Eden Ross Lipson. It was published in 2009. It is so good. You know, hopefully by now, how much I love books that you can interact with your child with, and this is one of those. Applesauce Season talks about through the perspective of a family, as a family tradition, how they go to the market and they buy apples every fall, and it talks about the different kinds of apples and the different colors of apples and things like that throughout the story, and how they make applesauce with their apples. And at the end, there is a recipe in the back of the book. There's a recipe for homemade applesauce. So that is a really fun thing to do. Again, you can take your child to the market. You could, if you have an orchard nearby, you could go there. You can just go to the grocery store, and you can help them identify the different types of apples. It talks about how different combinations of the different types of apples make different flavored apple sauces, different things like that. So there's a lot of opportunity for experimentation for older kids, identification for younger kids, and interacting together as a family when you make applesauce yourself, and they can learn some more about cooking that way too, and gain some independence when they learn cooking like that. So I super recommend that book. Like I said, it's one of my favorites, and the illustrations are very cute too. It's nice to see the way that family interacts together. So those are my 5 recommendations for you today. I hope that you check some of them out. They're so good. Make sure that you like this video. I hope that you actually did. If you did, hit the thumbs up button for me. And comment below what your favorite thing is about fall. What are you most looking forward to, and what is it like where you live? I am so excited. This is my very favorite season. I hope it starts to cool down soon. Next week we are gonna start our Halloween month, and I've got some fun surprises for all of you for that. But next week we're gonna talk about books about pumpkins. So I'll see you then. Bye. Okay.
You go.
I'm working on it. Please don't throw up in my playroom.
Don't tempt me. Next week, we're totally not going to be talking about whatever she's talking about. We're going to be talking about Wallace and Gromit and how it should return.
Absolutely.
With Wallace's kid, Abraham. Did you know that unless food mixes with saliva, you can't actually taste it?
That's disgusting.
That's science.
That's science. Your nails are so long. Why are your nails so long?
You want to go meet my manicurist?
Yes, I do, actually.
It's called either Your Mom or Me on a Lonely Night.
The nails.